Welcome to a special edition of our SOS We Are Community podcast. I'm Lissa Alexander, SOS Communications Manager, and today we have a special guest, renowned Canadian actor, musician, activist, and companion of the Order of Canada, Tom Jackson. Welcome to the podcast, Tom Jackson.
Whoopee, I'm here. How am I doing? Somebody asked me, how are you doing today? I went, I am.
Oh, that's a good answer. Is that good? That means good? Yeah, not bad. So we named our podcast We Are Community because we feel SOS is the heart of the community. We support residents of all ages and backgrounds and work to enrich and improve their lives. So I wonder what community means to you and whether that is reflected in your music or your work.
Community is family to me. And I have a large family, I must say. But if you ask anybody in my family what we do, they'd answer you, we save lives. It's in our DNA. It's a moment in time that we have taken and embraced that needs to evolve itself and elevate itself to let people know that love is a verb. It's a nice word, but it's a bitter verb. And it's in our DNA, so we should share it. I often ask people if they said they loved someone today. And if they hadn't, they should use their cell phone. Call somebody, tell them they love them, and tell them that person to call somebody and tell them they love them. And in this space, at that time, the world will change.
I love that. I read in your bio that music is your first love. So why is that? What does music do for you?
When I first started playing music, I didn't know how to play. I didn't know how to write. So music taught me how to do things that other people didn't do. It also taught me that when you say what everybody else says, it might show that you're intelligent, you got a good memory. On both those counts, I'm not sure that I fit. So the reality is that when I started writing, I realized that people were more interested in what was being said. That being said, reading, it's really important to know what you're saying. It's really important to know who's following you if you're going to be a leader. It's really important to know that you have to look around and make sure that those followers are leading them in the right direction. I think music and art are the most powerful instrument of change in the history of humanity. I don't think that we would be here today if some of the greater songs that are out there that were transformative, that transcended people's intelligence and brought down the change in the world for injustices, for sparking conversations that created change. We see it every day. Although the walls don't sing, there are lyrics on the walls. And they make you think, right? And so if we make sure that what we give examples to our children, if we're wanting to teach kindness as an example, you can't teach kindness. You can only be kind. So if you're kind to your child, somebody else might see it. They might like it. And what if your community liked it? And then what if your province liked it? What if the country liked it? What if the world liked it? So we don't know exactly how powerful those moments are that we write, or that we sing, or that we act. But if we're conscious and careful about what we do, we'll sleep better.
Well said. And do you find these songs that you write about social justice, are those things that are sort of percolating in your mind, or is it something like you intentionally sit down to write, or are these types of thoughts going through your mind?
I'm a shoebox writer, which means I always have my book with me, which sometimes I lose.
Oh.
Allison says, "Where's your book?" But I'm a shoebox writer. So I make little notes, and if I don't have a paper, I'll get a piece of paper and make a note, put it in my pocket. When I get home, I put it in a shoebox. Right? So I don't really know what I'm going to write. I might get a thought, like this kindness thought. I'm going to say more about that. Go to the shoebox and start. Sure enough, you'll find something in there. So
Great.
I don't really write first, the music, but I write. That's all I do. My favorite thing in the world is to write, and it doesn't matter what it is. Like when I said earlier, everything we do saves lives. That corridor is going to save lives. We have to be very conscious of the fact that there are people in other parts of the world that are in trauma, that are very vulnerable. I'm an ambassador for the Red Cross. I've been for 10 years. And we do work from here in Ukraine. Issues that happen in Haiti, other parts of the world. So I can say this to you. First of all, you have to know that I love you. That's the first thing. Second thing is that I can promise you, if you're brave enough to tell me what you need, I can promise you that I can help you. Because my resource is so wide. I don't care what you need.
That's very powerful. That's great. Well,
You may need a new house.
I do. I thought we could start talking about this after the interview.
I don't know how to build a new house, but I know somebody who does.
I want to thank you for coming out and supporting SOS. Our gala is going to support seniors in the area to access advocacy, overcome financial emergencies, and remain social in the community. So we really appreciate you being here.
Call somebody. Tell them you love them. And ask them to do the same. In 10 minutes from now, the world will change.